The death toll from the wildfires ravaging the Los Angeles area has risen to 16 as firefighters struggle to contain the blaze that threatens the city's most famous landmarks. New evacuation orders were placed as firefighters raced against time to stop the fires from spreading before potentially strong winds returned. The fires that began on Tuesday, just north of downtown Los Angeles, have scorched tens of thousands of acres and more than 12,000 structures. Firefighters for the first time made progress on Friday afternoon on the Eaton Fire north of Pasadena, which has burned more than 7,000 structures, a term that includes homes, apartment buildings, businesses, outbuildings, and vehicles. No cause has been determined for the largest fires, and early estimates indicate the wildfires could be the nation's costliest ever. A preliminary estimate by AccuWeather put the damage and economic losses so far between $135 billion and $150 billion. The death toll in the Los Angeles wildfires has risen to 16 amid new evacuation orders as firefighters race to stop the spread of wildfires before potentially strong winds return. An intense effort was underway on Saturday in the upscale Los Angeles neighborhood of Pacific Palisades. After the wildfire, they're expanded into additional areas overnight. Residents were warned of potential worsening weather conditions over the coming days that could further stoke the blaze. CAL FIRE official Todd Hopkins told reporters at a news conference that the Palisades fire had spread into the Mandeville Canyon neighborhood and threatened to jump into Brentwood, an upscale neighborhood. CAL FIRE Operations Chief Christian Litz said a main focus on Saturday would be the Palisades fire burning in the Canyon area, not far from the UCLA campus. "We need to be aggressive out there," Litz said. Meanwhile, evacuation orders throughout the Los Angeles area now cover 153,000 residents, with 57,000 structures at risk. Another 166,000 residents have been warned that they may have to evacuate, said Los Angeles County Sheriff Robert Luna. Luna added that his agency has dispatched 40 search and rescue team workers to work jointly with other agencies, including the use of cadaver dogs to search for remains of victims and to help reunite families that have been separated. 6 simultaneous blazes that have ripped across Los Angeles County neighborhoods since Tuesday have killed at least 16 people and damaged or destroyed 10,000 structures, a term that includes homes, apartment buildings, businesses, outbuildings, and vehicles. At least 13 people are estimated to be missing so far. The death toll is expected to mount when firefighters are able to conduct house-to-house searches. The fierce Santa Ana winds that fanned the infernos eased on Friday night, but the Palisades fire on the city's western edge was heading in a new direction as winds came off the Pacific Ocean and threatened the heavily populated San Fernando Valley foothills. The fire, the most destructive in the history of Los Angeles, has razed whole neighborhoods to the ground, leaving just the smoldering ruins of what had been people's homes and possessions. Before the latest flare-up, firefighters had reported progress in subduing the Palisades fire and the Eaton fire in the foothills east of the metropolis after it burned out of control for days. On Saturday, the Palisades fire was 11% contained and the Eaton fire in the east was 15% contained, state agency CAL FIRE said. The two big fires combined had consumed more than 36,000 acres, 14,500 hectares, or 56 square miles, 145.6 skm, 2.5 times the land area of Manhattan. 7 neighboring states, the federal government in Canada, have rushed aid to California, bolstering aerial teams dropping water and fire retardant on the flaming hills and crews on the ground attacking fire lines with hand tools and hoses.